Richard Young, who was the prize recruit a few years ago, will carry the ball to get things started for Bama. Impact players built by the Home Depot, Jesse.
There's a lot of guys.
6-yard gain by Young. Play action. Simpson's first pass of the year is complete to Jeremy Bernard.
Really love this play call here by Ryan Grubb early, putting Ty Simpson on the move and giving him one option. Jeremy Bernard running the out-breaking route. Just a nice throw. Ty Simpson with his feet underneath him, getting the completion, moving the chains, and that's the kind of play call that'll help a young quarterback in his first start just start to settle into the game.
12-yard reception for Bernard, who followed Coach DeBoer from Washington over to Bama in 2023. Here's Young again as he hits the hole on the right side for a gain of 2.5 yards, and it was Earl Little Jr. again, the former Tide player with the tackle.
Well, you're seeing Richard Young here getting some touches early. Their most explosive runner at running back from a year ago, Jan Miller, out of this game with a dislocated collarbone. So it's going to be a bit of a running back by committee approach here for Bama.
2nd and 7. Here's Simpson trying to extend the play. And he tucks and runs as he strides out just a yard beyond midfield.
But I think you like to see that if you're Kalen DeBoer watching your young quarterback here. Make a good decision, right, Joe? That time, nothing's open downfield. You're not trying to force it into traffic. Just go get what you can get with your legs and keep this 3rd down manageable.
Simpson checking at the line. Third and 2. And the whistle blows. The flag came down.
Like Wilkin Formby.
Proctor on the left side is just a dominating mauler. Team at 366 pounds. Here's your 3rd and 7. Simpson looking for an option and trying to reach out, but he is denied by the Noles defense. And it was Herring making the tackle.
It's decision time now for Kalen DeBoer, but we were just talking
on 4th and 1. Richard Young straight ahead, and the extra effort is what is going to earn Alabama the first down.
So it looks like Justin Cryer, linebacker for Florida State, came right up the middle and got some push. He drove Gino Vandermark backward a little bit, but it was Richard Young at 212 pounds needing all of that to move the chains.
£244 Daniel Hill now in at running back as he takes it down from the 40-yard line. Let's say hello to Katie George. Good afternoon, Katie.
Oh, good afternoon.
He was an explosive play waiting to happen.
2nd and 3. Hill is going to be tackled for a loss as that front of Florida State was quick to get.
Really has to be locked in here.
Tony White was at Nebraska the last couple of years. Syracuse before that. 3rd and 5. They keep it on the ground with Young, who gets the pad leverage and surges ahead for a first down.
With that play call, that kind of tells you that Ryan Grubb, the offensive coordinator, was going to go for it.
Michael Penix, the quarterback, the record-breaking stats. 10th play of the drive, and again they run the ball, and this time it's Kevin Riley, the 4-star recruit from 2024, who has played really well in scrimmages.
Cam Dewberry here is a transfer from Texas A&M starting at left guard. He's able to climb up on that linebacker and open a massive hole.
13-yard run by Riley. So we've seen Young, we've seen big Daniel Hill carry the ball. Now Kevin Riley with a burst. Riley again trying to get an extra push from that offensive line down to the 20-yard line.
When you can run the football like this, it goes without saying, though. It certainly helps settle in your inexperienced quarterback, no question.
Simpson with time to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for Jeremy Bernard.
Well, he was looking for a back shoulder throw to Bernard running a corner route. He's very lucky because Earl Little Jr., we talked about him being an impact player right in the middle of the field. He's watching his eyes, and he's shooting over there. And if that was just a hair second later, that might have been picked in the end zone.
Gabriel Rolls was able to get that right hand on it as Earl Little Jr. was coming in like a human missile. 3rd down and 6. Play clock counting down on Simpson. Run the ball 10 times. 3rd and 6. Simpson, they pick up the pressure up the middle. Simpson going to try to run for it and stretches out. It'll depend on the spot, and he's right at that line to gain as Rolls ran him out of bounds.
James Williams lost the contain on the right side of this line for Florida State. You see number 10, he goes inside there, and that allowed Ty Simpson to use his wheels and speed to get to the sideline and move the chains. You've got to have better rush discipline on those critical down and distances if you're Florida State.
So now this drive that's consumed over 7 minutes to open up this game continues on. And for the 6-yard run on 3rd and 6 by Simpson. First start of his career. And he gets it complete to Ryan Williams, who that quick acceleration as soon as the dynamic now sophomore turns the corner, gets it down to the 2-yard line.
And I love them putting him in the slot there. Last year you're used to seeing him on the outside of the field. That time Ryan Grubb putting him inside on a double move.
1st and goal. Richard Young met in the hole. What a good run fit by the former Alabama defensive back, now playing for the Noles, Earl Little Jr.
He plays, in my opinion, the most important position in Tony White's defense.
Tight end shift, Lindsey and Cuevas. Turning the corner into the end zone is Cuevas for the first Alabama. Connor Talty is the new place kicker for Alabama as he adds the extra point. And you consider the history of Alabama. And when you cap an opening drive like that, well, they've won 58 of the last 50. They had to go through down the stretch with the quarterback injuries. And then it was Bama who got into the college football playoff. Let's go to the studio here. Tommy Castellanos, the transfer quarterback from BC, now taking over the reins for the Noles. But it is a former Alabama running back who gets the carry in Roydell Williams. So Castellanos played at BC, had success, defeated Florida State here last year on the Labor Day game, and then transferred here this offseason.
A lot to like about his game, too, Joe. He can hurt you throwing it, but he's an explosive runner, and I think a perfect fit for what Gus Malzahn wants to do.
And completes his first pass to the big Deuce Robinson, 6'6", 223 pounds.
Yeah, he didn't make the same splash in the portal that Carson Beck might have made going to Miami or John Mateer going to Oklahoma. When you look at fit and you look at skill set and what you're trying to accomplish on offense, this worked out pretty good for the Seminoles.
3rd down and 5. Gus Malzahn, former Auburn and UCF head coach, showing that tempo now as the play caller. He's going to take a shot downfield, and that ball is incomplete. It was in the hands of the true freshman Boggs for a moment, but unable to corral it.
And that ball was just dramatically underthrown that time by Castellanos. I mean, Boggs gets way behind the defender. It was Deshaun Jones. Ball thrown behind him, goes up to climb at it. It just gets knocked out.
ACC referee Mike Roach, you just heard him moments ago, is the penalty flag. We're going to try to get some clarity as to what they called there, but it is a first.
Got to play just a little bit faster, and you got to be on time.
Jet motion as Castellanos keeps it, and this is exactly what he can do so well.
He's quicker than he is fast, but his first 10 yards are so explosive. And part of why I love him here at Florida State is Gus Malzahn is going to feature him.
Season with the Eagles. And now they do give it on the jet motion. As it's Lucas, Jalen Lucas, the kind of guy that they just want to get the ball in his hands any way they can. And a flag is down. Sawchuk on the carry as he will make his way out to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, really nice patience that time by Sawchuk and keeping his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. He's able to kind of jump cut left, find a little crease to get forward. And Florida State now trying to get some of this yardage back. Big penalty helped them out, keep this drive alive. But as you get into these passing situations now, it's important. Good decision making from Castellanos.
Second and 15. Castellanos gets it out quickly and
right here.
And now a timeout is going to be used by Alabama defensive Seminoles. There's Tommy Castellanos, the transfer quarterback, key among the changes. As he brings Sawchuk back in for pass protection. Third down and 11. Four-man rush from Bama. Castellanos launches it, and a diving effort from Squirrel White.
They get a big one.
Here's Castellanos to the outside, inside the 5, diving into that end zone with a stride. Touchdown, Noles. Tommy Castellanos. Welcome to... Weinberg adds the extra point, and in this game...
Look at what he said. They said, we want to run through a brick wall for this guy. So they got their swagger back, and it looks like the defense is feeding off of it, Tess.
That's exactly right, Katie, as Justin Pryor just made the tackle on Ritter for. Maybe they needed that spark, and to hear that level of confidence. Ty Simpson, look at the time he has. And
It's 2 feet in.
And now tempo by Alabama, Ryan Williams, who can make bad plays look like good
And
plays.
he has to get his touches, Joe. This guy is so dynamic. And a year ago, he just burst on the scene as a 17-year-old. His game against Georgia was legendary. But in the last 6 games, the production kind of went down. They need to feature him in this offense. Move him around, and you're seeing that already early in this one. But just creatively find ways to get him involved in the game. He's just too good of
Athleticism. Second and 5. Richard Young. He goes ahead for 2.5 yards. Ryan Williams a year ago got off to that great start you mentioned. 8 touchdowns. Third down and 2. Sprint left for Simpson, and wide open and complete to Bernard as he then goes upfield, and it is an Alabama first down.
I love the play call because you're moving the pocket and getting Ty Simpson away from the rush, but you're also making the read really easy. This is a simple flat route from the slot receiver in Bernard, and you're reading the corner to the outside. If he backs up and you've got green grass out there, just throw it out in front of Bernard, let him make the easy catch, and we'll move the sticks.
Final seconds here of this first quarter. Simpson gets it complete to Isaiah Horton, a transfer from Miami. Well, that's a fun, high-energized first quarter here in Tallahassee with Simpson the touchdown pass.